Alright guys, welcome back. So let's have a look at AMD. It has been quite some time since we talked about this one, but I covered this one many times. If you just go back, so last time looks like July 7th, and I was, I don't want to say we were pretty spot on, but we were pretty spot on like from like a while ago, pretty much predicting that the stock could go potentially as low as $80, $70 or something like that. And then after that, this is the time like 35% down, 85% down, Christmas relief, $100 target, more pain, 95. And then April 1st, 85 to 125, possible accumulation happening. And then again, April 10th, accumulation happening. And then profit taking after 90% rally. That was July 7th. I don't know where it was sitting on July 7th. July 7th, yeah, it was sitting somewhere around here at 146, pushed higher, much higher than everybody thought. But here we are back in the range where it did spend quite some time last year before rolling over and finishing the year essentially negative. This year started somewhere around here. Stock went significantly lower. This is where we were talking about possibility of this stock pushing towards 200-day moving average. But again, after that, AI theme pretty much got stronger, and stock pretty much melted higher and higher. And now here are the few levels I'm watching. So this 187, this was the resistance. This is where it rejected. It couldn't just stay above there. It was pretty much chopping around July, late July after earnings. It couldn't get back above it. Slowly came back down to below 50-day moving average, and this is where it's spending its time for the pretty much entire September. Okay, so and also I'm watching this level. I don't know why do I have this purple line. Probably back when it was having a, let's go back. I'm just curious. You usually put it for the OPEX option expiration, or it was probably closing or opening price over the year somewhere. Yeah, I don't need this anymore, but I'm gonna be watching 150 as a support somewhere around here. We have a little bit of a gap, but the risk reward, what's the best, what's your reward? If you want to go long, it's going to hit resistance. This is where people will try taking a profit. This is around 180, 185. So $20-$25 move to the upside. What is the decent support? Well, 200-day moving average is historically pretty strong support level for uptrending stocks. At least this stock has been trending higher. But in the last month or two, we can say that it's in a consolidation, maybe even a pullback mode, despite overall AI strength in the last month, where this stock, it's not participating it. That AI theme, we'll compare it with SMH, the semiconductor ETF. So your risk of going long, let's say somewhere around here at 159, is all the way to 130. Because if it cracks this 150, it can come straight back down. So essentially 30% downside potential, 25% upside potential. This is, it's like not even 50-50 for me to go long or short this name. So ideally, I want this stock maybe crack below 150 if I want to trade some sort of a put. But just by looking at its dailies, it's very difficult stock to trade. It's better to swing it versus day traded. Swing it meaning like with leaps, whether it's a put or call, something like that. But again, so far it's just in the middle of nowhere, and risk reward 50-50 for me. Support decent, like buyable dip. If I want to buy the dip, let's say go long, that would be around 200-day moving average, which is around 130, which started uptrending right now. But stock is below 50-day. That's not a good sign for me. SMH, on the other hand, you can see very recently made a new high thanks to Broadcom, Oracle, Nvidia pushing, Intel helping a lot too with pretty crazy move in the last few sessions. So AMD is not participating in any of the semiconductor push that we had in the last few weeks. So if you just compare it to last 30 days, yeah, it's definitely underperforming the index. If we take a look at the Nvidia, pretty much on a sideways move, but it's hovering around 50-day as well. So if you take a look at from back July, just like Nvidia, AMD, Nvidia hasn't done much in a consolidation, but it can very well break out or break down. But so far it's in a consolidation stage. So we'll see wherever it's going to go. Probably we'll take the market with it. But so far for AMD, there are a few things I want to show. Option activity and also the maybe dark pools. Let's see if there's anything going on. Net premiums. This is what I want to show for the last... Oh, I'm not even logged in. So sorry about that. We're going to take a look at the volume here on a daily for the Friday. 448,000 calls traded, 210,000 puts traded. So yeah, I should have prepared the net premiums, but we'll take a look at it next time. But so far, by looking at this chart, I can say, yeah, there's more calls being traded, but I'm not sure if these are spreads. There are a bunch of spreads. People could be just selling calls, selling puts, and doing a bunch of spreads. But so far, yes, September, I'm not interested in those. I'm not interested in October cheap ones either. What is standing out? March next year, $210 call at $7.44, which is almost at the asking price. Interesting trade. This one standing out to me. So this is the far outside of the money, almost like a $800,000 premium. Okay, what else am I seeing? Short dated. Not much happening in terms of short dated. October 160. Okay, not interested. March next year, 170 call, again executed at the bid. This one is executed at the bid as well, 165. These are probably they sold these calls, but these are not spreads. They could be just naked or covered calls. So I'm not seeing much of a like standing out. But again, if there's any flows, yeah, I'll definitely share it. But so far, this is just a very quick update for AMD and what I think what it could do in the next, let's say, going into earnings or for the next couple of months. This is your shot. So if it breaks out, you can see my alerts. Once it clears 165 and 185, definitely I'll be super bullish. But so far, yeah, it's in a consolidation. I'm kind of neutral, 50-50. Even the stock price is pretty much in the middle, or risk reward about the same. So not a buy or sell recommendation. This is purely for educational and entertainment purpose only. Thanks for watching. See you in the next update.